Dear students, in this video we shall read what happened on the second day when the narrator and his family started their voyage from Cape Town. Let's read. On our second day out of Cape Town, we began to encounter strong gales. For the next few weeks, they blew continuously. Gales did not worry me, but the size of the waves was alarming, up to 15 meters, as high as our mainmast. The narrator here describes that on the second day of their journey from Cape Town, they started their journey. The first day was good, but the second day they had to face strong winds, strong stormy winds of the sea. Strong gales means sea winds. For the next few weeks, they blew continuously, and not a few days, but a few weeks, the winds blew continuously. The narrator says that gales did not worry him. He was not worried of gales, but the size of the waves was alarming. The size of the waves were horrifying. They were 15 meters, up to 15 meters. 15 meters is the long height, as high as our mainmast. The waves were similar in height as the mainmast of the ship Wave Walker. December 25 found us 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town. On Christmas Day, that is December 25, they had been 3,500 kilometers away in the east direction from Cape Town. Despite atrocious weather, we had a wonderful holiday complete with a Christmas tree. Though the weather was atrocious, that is, the weather was bad, it was not a good weather, but the narrator, his family, and his other assistants, they enjoyed Christmas. They celebrated a Christmas tree, enjoyed, and they had a holiday that day. New Year's Day saw no improvement in the weather. New Year's Day, that was the 1st January 1977, it did not bring any improvement in the weather. But we reasoned that it had to change soon, and it did change for the worse. However, they hoped that the weather would change soon, and it changed, but not for the good, for the worse. The weather worsened, it did not become good. At dawn on January 2, the waves were gigantic. On the 2nd January, they found that there were high waves, extremely high waves, gigantic waves. We were sailing with only a storm jib and were still making 8 knots. As the ship rolled to the top of each wave, we could see endless, enormous seas rolling towards us, and the screaming of the wind and spray was painful to the ears. The narrator here describes that they were making a distance at that time 8 knots. Knot here stands for the sea miles. Sea mile is not the same as our mile, it is more than our mile. So they were at that time, they were making 8 knots. They were making journey 8 knots per kilometer. They had a storm jib and they had spread it. As the ship rolled to the top of each wave, when the waves came, the ship rose upwards, and thus they were saved every time the ship rose upwards. But the narrator and the other crew members were horrified. They watched that the endless and enormous sea were rolling towards them as they were high waves, and so the narrator and other crew members were horrified. The screaming of wind means the sound of the wind, the gales, and water was getting sprayed. It was painful to the ears as well as it was not pleasant to the body also. To slow the boat down, we dropped the storm jib and lashed a heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stern. The narrator here describes that in order to slow the boat, They dropped the storm jib and they tied with heavy thick ropes, heavy mooring, thick ropes, and they tied, they fastened everything that they could do. Then we double lashed everything, went through our life raft drill, attached lifelines, donned oil skins and life jackets, and waited. The narrator says, then we double lashed everything, they fastened everything 2 or more times, went through our life raft drill. What they thought that could save their life, they put on life jackets, attached lifelines, donned oilskins and life jackets, and wait. They attached lifelines and they put on their life jackets, and now they waited for the waves to come. The first indication of impending disaster came at about 6 p.m. The narrator here describes that the first sign, the first symptom he felt at 6 p.m. with an ominous silence. There was ominous silence, not good. There was bad silence all around. The wind dropped. Earlier in the earlier paragraph, the narrator had told us that the crying of the gales were not good to ears. Here says that the wind had dropped. It was not blowing, and the sky immediately grew dark. At once the sky became dark. Then came a growing roar, and an enormous cloud towered aft of the ship. Then the narrator felt the roar, the thunder. He felt that it was the sound of thunder, and he also felt that there was an enormous cloud, a huge cloud. With horror, I realized that it was not a cloud but a wave like no other I had ever seen. The narrator at once felt, he was horrified, and with horror, with terror, he realized that it was not a cloud but a wave like which he had not seen earlier. It appeared perfectly vertical and almost twice the height of the other waves. The wave appeared vertical, it was not horizontal, it appeared vertical with a frightful breaking crest. And now it came to the crest and it broke it. What happened? We shall read in the next video. Thank you.